Emily had always known that her husband, Peter, was different. He had always been a bit more reserved than other people, and he never seemed to age. However, she never suspected that he was a vampire until the night she woke up to find him hovering over her, teeth bared and eyes glowing red. At first, Emily was terrified. She didn't know what to do, and she didn't want to believe that the man she loved was capable of such monstrous behavior. But as she looked into his eyes, she realized that he wasn't the man she had fallen in love with. He was something else entirely. Peter tried to reassure Emily that he would never hurt her, but she knew that he was lying. She could feel his hunger for blood, and she knew that he was using her to satisfy his cravings. She tried to resist him, but he was too strong. Every night, he would come to her and feed on her, leaving her weak and helpless. Emily knew that she had to find a way to escape, but she didn't know how. She couldn't tell anyone about Peter's true nature without risking her own life, and she didn't want to leave him. Despite everything, she still loved him. As time went on, Emily's health deteriorated, and she became weaker with each passing day. She knew that she couldn't keep going like this, and she knew that Peter would never let her go. She had to find a way to break free. One night, as Peter was feeding on her, Emily summoned all of her strength and pushed him away. She managed to grab a nearby lamp and struck him with it, breaking one of his fangs. Peter howled in pain, and Emily realized that she had a chance to escape. She fled from the house and ran into the night, never looking back. As she ran, she could hear Peter's angry screams echoing in the distance. She knew that he would never stop hunting her, but she was determined to survive. Emily spent the rest of her life on the run, always looking over her shoulder and never staying in one place for too long. She never forgot about Peter, and she knew that he would always be a part of her life. She knew that she would never be safe as long as he was still alive. Years later, Emily's body was found in a remote cabin in the woods. She had died alone, with no one to comfort her in her final moments. But as the investigators searched the cabin, they found something strange. In the corner of the room, hidden behind a pile of books, was a small box. Inside the box was a single fang, the same fang that Emily had broken off all those years ago. The investigators knew that this was no ordinary fang. It was a symbol of the horror that Emily had endured, a reminder of the love that had turned into a nightmare. And as they left the cabin, they couldn't shake the feeling that Peter was still out there, waiting for his next victim.